Morning guys, welcome back. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to document this journey that I'm on, figuring out that I have Hashimoto's disease as well as non-functioning hormones. I decided that it would be beneficial just for myself to be able to reflect back upon how my mood was and how I was acting and my energy levels, as well as give you guys an inside look onto what I'm dealing with. Maybe shed some light and open some eyes to how common this disease is and how brutal it can get, and to not ignore the warning signs like I did. Those are some of the things that I hope to bring to this vlog series. Stuff got really real this morning, and today's technically day one of recovery. I got all of my vitamins and supplements and then my medicine in. The first thing that dropped out was this beautiful bag of insulin syringes. So that was interesting. It came with my medicine that I have to, learn how to use. Thankfully, I went to school for nursing, or at least halfway through nursing, so I understand how to, shoot people up, but it's also, not what I wanted to do to myself. I've never thought that I'd have to rely on medicine, and, this I might not have to do for the rest of my life because we don't know if my hormones will start producing naturally, but if they don't, I'll have to be on some type of hormonal supplementation forever. When it comes to my thyroid medicine, I got those in the mail today. I'm not really sure. This is my thyroid medicine, and this is my injectable medicine for this. I get to take this little pill every single morning. It's supposed to be an hour before food or water, and that's going to be really interesting because now I have to become very regimented. It's all supposed to be at the same time every single day. So for me, that's kind of hard because I'm not one of those people that has to wake up at the same time every day because I work from home and I like to sleep in sometimes. So I was told by a friend that pretty much you have to wake up, take your medicine, and then go back to bed. So that's kind of where we're at right now with that whole entire process. Then there are still some levels that are being checked next month, so I can't get on all my medicine yet, but the ones that I can be on, I got selenium as well as vitamin B12, and then I also got copper, so I'm on all that. And just so you guys understand maybe how much this costs, this is not a cheap avenue to take, so I don't want to take any synthetic medicine. So the kind that he prescribed me doesn't get covered by insurance. So my 6-week supply of medicine cost me $300 a month, and then I have to go in and get every 8 weeks blood drawn for the next 6 months at minimum. So that's quite a bit. They're going to be between $240 and $420 because I don't have insurance that covers that either. That is just another hurdle. I know that it's just part of life, and money doesn't mean much to me, so it's just something I have to be able to pay for. But it's also a sad realization that not only do I have to be really regimented with medicine and stuff like I've never been before, I also have to be in debt to a treatment for the rest of my life. I was joking on my IG story, luckily I'm a bodybuilder, because this amount of medicine, I know for someone these 6 things to take every day is whoa, that's a lot. But for me, I take 6 supplements with all 3 meals every single day. So now this brings my I'm gonna have to show you guys when I get it organized, but this brings my supplement list up to I would say I'm taking over 20 pills a day. So that's interesting. I'm just ready to feel better. I've spent the last couple of days kind of just reflecting upon what this can mean for me, and not to my own horn, but I still get a lot of shit done. I still look pretty good and feel good, I guess. But I also know something's wrong. I'm exhausted all the time. I don't feel good all the time. I have extreme digestive issues. I can't use the bathroom. like I have mood swings. So like I know all those things aren't normal, but they've become really normal to me, which is definitely an issue. I'm hoping to be able to just kind of like move on nice from this and hopefully get this medicine level regulated as soon as possible. We're starting with like a medium dose, so I'm hoping that, you know, I don't have any big high and low drops, have too many symptoms that are going to be debilitating when it comes to just figuring out where I need to be with my levels. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, once daily, subcutaneously.
Okay, so you know sub-Q is your fat. So anywhere where you can pinch like an inch, they should have given you a syringe with like a bigger needle.
Yeah, I have that right here.
So take out open all the stuff. Draw back, like if you're drawing 11 milliliters out,
yeah.
Draw back 11 milliliters in the air.
Okay.
Like into the empty syringe. And then like let the plunger back and let it fill with 11 mils of, it should fill on its own because of the air that you put in there. But you might have to like pull the needle down to make sure it's like in the liquid still and not sticking above it type of thing.
1 gauge, so 0.25 milliliters. So I pretty much fill this guy up to 25 units. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. Oh fuck, I just flicked my needle on something. Okay. And I pinch it. Oh wait, I haven't done the needle yet. Oh no. Okay. So in, flip, draw. Or pull. This doesn't let me pull it. Does, oh wait, yeah it does. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, good job. Now just pull it straight out. Make sure the number is right.
Oh wait, I don't think I got this right amount. The air's not moving no matter what I do. I broke the needle. Okay. Looks good. There's a little air in it.
Is it at the top?
Yeah.
Can you push it out barely with that into that syringe? Just be very gentle. It moves fast. Got it?
I feel like I did.
Good. Now pinch it and poke. And you don't overthink it. Just pinch it hard around there and just poke it straight in. That needle's so small you're not going to hit anything.
How fast do I squirt?
Just like a nice steady. Don't like jam it, you know.
Well, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Ah, I'm getting nervous.
You got it. You can totally do it. You got it. Pinch it hard and then just poke it right in.
I did it.
You did it?
Ah, it didn't hurt. I didn't feel it.
Yeah, because if you pinch hard enough, you won't feel it.
Oh my god, I'm so like flustered right now.
Good. You're so good. Like honestly, I teach patients to do that in the hospital and they have a hard time doing it. I'm doing it over the phone with you and you just feel it. So.
Hey, so it is day 2 of my treatment, and yesterday was interesting. After I gave myself my shot for my first time, it actually didn't hurt at all. It was a lot easier than I expected, so thanks Steph for coaching me through it. But then about an hour in, I started feeling really weird, and by 2 hours, I started getting like a tension headache and felt like I was getting a migraine. So I drank some extra water, relaxed, and took some Tylenol, and it went away. Yesterday, didn't really feel anything different besides the tension. And then today's day 2, and I feel actually, I don't know if it's a placebo effect or not, but I feel a little bit more energy. This shot did not go as well. I actually bruised myself like pretty, not pretty bad by any means. It's such a small little needle, like this big, but it didn't go in that easy. It was like more of a slow insert instead of a quick stick. So I guess I'll just get better at the medicine thing. I feel like definitely a little bit different today. Not the tension headache from yesterday, but the tension in my body. I feel tighter, and if you guys like compete, you know when you eat something and you like your muscles fill out, you feel like a little bit more pumped, and like if you hold something for too long, it kind of like gets like funky and tight. That's kind of how I feel. A little bit more vascularity. Energy has been good today, but like I said, maybe it's a placebo. I'm not really sure if it is the medicine or not. So there's some stuff going on with my acne. I don't know if it's related, but I have like, I don't know, broken out quite a bit more than I normally do overnight. I want to go ahead and start recording and documenting this whole entire week. That way we can just keep track of what's going on and what's happening. So I'm gonna be doing a short little vlog. My weight has been between 139 and 137 every single day since Saturday. It would be really cool if I actually just dropped some weight. My digestion isn't as bad. Like, you know, I showed you guys my bloat in the morning a few days ago, and like now, like this is like after 3 of my meals in the evening, and it's like not as bad, like at all. Like, I mean, you have a little bit of the bump, but it's not like distended like it was before. So I'm feeling really good. I did do some retail therapy this weekend after hearing everything. I bought myself a new pair of running shoes. I got Diodara's, really freaking cool, from the St. Pete running shop. So trying to support some local businesses during all this. And I also bought some new hair products. So, you know, by this time next year, my hair is going to be hopefully shining bright and beautiful, and I won't need any type of extensions while I'm on stage. I have to say thank you again for everyone who's reached out. It's been kind of overwhelming how many people just like have similar issues, and that's something just I want to bring to awareness. Like, how many people have a thyroid issue or were misdiagnosed or need to be diagnosed, and how doctors just aren't looking for it or are just educated enough. I'll talk more about that in later vlogs, but definitely getting an endocrinologist or having someone who specializes in reading blood levels is necessary. If you need anyone in general, I can always give you my doctor's name, but just let me know. I will see you guys later. Morning, guys. Alright, so we're on day 4 of this new regimen, and I've been getting asked so many questions, so I just want to go over like my supplements super quick. I'm not going to go into like huge detail or all the extra ones I should be taking. I'm just showing you exactly what I'm taking right now and what I changed in the last few weeks leading up to having to get on medicine, and also dealing with my digestion, because you've seen on my story I've been getting less bloated this week as I've been taking the medicine, but it's also in relation to taking other things that I've been doing the last couple weeks. So I think maybe it's just a compound effect of the medicine with my better habits that I've been changing, which, you know, prior to all of this, I was on a regular 5 meal a day split, eating a normal amount of macros, doing fasted cardio in my workouts, so I wasn't doing anything different, and I was eating all whole foods. So it's not like I was flexible dieting and needed to cut out like gluten or soy or simple sugars, because I wasn't eating them. Besides, like, you know, bites and snacks of Michael's, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or like half a Kit Kat. Now, to start with the supplementation, every morning, right now, I'm doing my stuff a little bit different. I'm taking a pill at 9 a.m. I'm supposed to be taking it at the same time every day. This is my levothyroxine, which is my thyroid medication, and you cannot take it with food or supplements, so I have to take this completely separate. Anyway, so my next pills that I'm about to take right now actually are my yohimbine and my probiotic, and I take yohimbine because it kind of just gives you like a little bit more energy naturally, and it actually affects me pretty well, and it's good for fat burning. Next, right before I eat, I put this sublingual tab of vitamin B underneath my tongue, and I have vitamin B12. It looks just like this, and it's 5,000 micrograms maximum strength. What you need to remember is that you have to keep the this underneath your tongue until it's completely dissolved, because if you digest it while it's still dissolving, it's really bad for your stomach lining. Right when I'm doing that, right before I eat my food, my first meal, I have to inject myself with my HCG. So you have to roll it, make sure it's not like dissolved in one spot. Open the needle, poke it, 25 milligrams or micrograms, and it's all around the belly. So you want to be about 1 to 2 inches in. You want to pinch hard, then you just go boop. And you guys probably saw me do this earlier in the video. So that's just with that. This has to be taken with my first meal. After that, I move into taking my 2 new steps besides a new vitamin B is copper and selenium. And the copper, I'm taking 2 milligrams of copper and then 250 micrograms of selenium. Okay, so I take this with my normal supplements, which I take a multivitamin. I take glucosamine for my joints, 2 magnesiums at 100 milligrams each, so 200 milligrams of magnesium to help my bowel movements. Vitamin D3, 5,000, which is good for energy. And then last but not least, I take a digestive enzyme with this meal because I eat a pretty big meal. Most mornings I do oats, but sometimes I stuff in grapefruit. But when I do oats, I always add in a serving of psyllium husk, or however you say that. So it's just fiber, essentially. And it's about 5 grams of fiber. So that helps me get my fiber in the morning with my oats. I also, like with my probiotic that I told you I took, this is what it looks like. I've been using Biome forever. Unfortunately, I stopped taking it for a few months prior to this because I honestly didn't know if it was causing more issues or less issues, which shouldn't cause issues, but I wanted to make sure because I've been taking it for years. So I stopped taking it, didn't make anything better, and I started taking it about a week and a half ago, and I've seen huge changes in my gut. So relation, possibly. I've also been doing a lot of other things, so who knows. And then I take my Biome Super Greens because when I'm really bloated or I'm full and I can't get my micronutrients in, this is what I take. And it also has like pro and prebiotics. Now I use collagen by Bubs Naturals. I use a half a serving, so I use about 10 grams of collagen in the morning in my oats as well. I aim for about 15 to 20 grams of collagen a day. My pre, and I take this is from Vital Proteins, and I also use their Recover Intra Workout, especially if I'm gonna get sweaty. And these also are really good for electrolytes. This brand is like pretty epic. Honestly, I'm not like sponsored by any of these, but I do have a code for Biome, and I stand by their product 100%. Everything else I just take. Any supplement companies out there, pick your girl up. Through the day, usually with my lunch meal, I take berberine, and then I take another magnesium. At nighttime, I take another couple magnesium for bathroom. I take another digestive enzyme because it's a bigger meal. And then I take potassium and zinc. My potassium's about 100, my zinc's 50. I am missing my fish oil. This is my board, so I have 1, 2, 15, and then 20 with my fish oil. So I'm taking about 20 pills every single day. The thing is like, it's not that hard for me to jump on this train because in reality, I'm adding in a structured pill at 9. I'm adding in a structured shot at 11:30. And then I'm adding in a structured vitamin, B12, copper, selenium, and then my magnesiums. But normally I take pills at breakfast, lunch, and dinner anyway. So these are with my breakfast. Like this is all breakfast. It's kind of like, okay, I have to wake up and take this. That's whatever. So be it. And the rest is kind of just part of my life. So I've been doing all this for years. I do think that that's part of the reason why I am not, like the doctor said, crying in the corner of the bedroom, dying and overweight, because I actually take like every precaution possible leading up to this, including my diet, my water, and my sleep. I've been sleeping about 8 to 9 hours a night, and my digestive system feels a lot better these last few days. I don't know, I'm just feeling good. Like, yes, I know I hopped on the other day and I said I got a headache. I've been going in and out, and I've figured out that it's always about an hour after I take my hormones, and that makes me feel really weird. instead of taking Excedrin, I'm taking Tylenol now because the NSAIDs from COVID. I've also had a lot of people reaching out and, you know, like I said, spreading their love to me, which I really appreciate. And I've had a few people also reach out and they're really concerned, like, and maybe I'm not processing this the right way. And I talked to Michael's stepmom about this. She just said that it's one of those things where I've known something's been wrong with me for a long time, and she even remembers me years ago talking about how this could be a possibility and how I've had thyroid issues like on and off. And she goes, you know, the last few months you've been really in tune with your body, you've been doing everything right, you've been working so hard, and you knew something was not going right. So this happening, yeah, you took that day to process, you cried a couple of times, but that's all you needed. Like, you're not worrying about the future, you're not worrying about what's gonna happen, you know, or what happened in the past. You're worrying about like what you can control right now and how you can overcome it, because you're goal oriented and you want to find a solution for the problem that you have, and that's just how you are. And I was just like, shoot. All right, good, because I was starting to feel a little bit crazy. Like, should I be more upset? Should things be bothering me more? But, you know, I'm like honestly excited that I'm getting better, and I just have to take one for the team, guys. Like, I have to take medicine forever. Might have to take hormones forever. Have to be disciplined. It's just how it is. But I'm also okay with that. Like, it doesn't really disrupt my lifestyle because I like a structured lifestyle to start with. When it comes to like future problems, like, you know, ovulating or having children or medicine that I'll have to overcome in the future, or figuring out like my dosages when I compete, like, those are all issues that I'm going to have to figure out. Like, I know that, but I'm also aware that worrying on the future is not how I live my life. I try to live in the present moment as much as possible, and when you're living in the anxiety of the future, like, not good things are going to happen, and you can't focus on like what you're doing at the current moment. So that's my little spiel. Peace. Alright, we are officially on the last day of the week. It is Thursday evening, and I started my treatment last Friday in the morning. And I have to say that it's been easy, but also not easy at the same time. One of the main things that I noticed was just these headaches that I started getting. Just recapping some stuff I haven't talked about was like kind of how it's affecting my hunger, and I've been noticing that I'm getting hungry a little bit earlier in the morning, and I'm also wanting to eat more later in the evening. So I had a refeed on Tuesday with Gina, and I just had like a burger and some fries. On yesterday I was just really hungry late at night, so I made a protein yogurt. I've been trying to mess around with dairy a little bit because I feel like I don't really have a sensitivity to it. I just cut it out because I was worried that so much was going on with my stomach and I didn't really know what it was, and maybe thought it was dairy or some other things that I had in my diet. In that sense, my hunger has increased, and I do hope that that means my metabolism is speeding up already. So that'd be really exciting. My digestion's also gotten so much better, guys. Holy moly. I went from looking 5 months pregnant to being, I would say, kind of a flatter stomach. So I'm not waking up extremely bloated, except it's still kind of hard to use the restroom. And right now I'm using 500 milligrams of magnesium a day, drinking my gallon to a gallon and a quarter, and just doing everything that I need to be doing per the doctor's orders. With that being said, everything's been going well other than that. Technically, my energy has been really up and down these last 2 days. Not only has my hunger changed, but my sleeping pattern has changed. I normally sleep 8 to 9 hours every single night. The last 2 nights in particular, I couldn't fall asleep before 1 a.m. and I've been waking up at 7 to 7:30 without even an alarm clock and not being able to sleep in. So that's been different, because that's about 5-6 hours of night of sleep, and that's like not like normal to me. That is kind of concerning because I'm waiting for a crash. Other than like the typical random crashes I've been getting, it just feels like your pre-workout ran out. I know that the levels of the thyroid medication are going to take a while to get used to. I did do some research into what medication could probably be causing me these headaches and all the other little symptoms I've been experiencing, and it says that the HCG that I'm taking is definitely a big contributor to that. So I'm feeling really hopeful still. I'm making the best of what I have. Like, this is a disease that I have, and I also am dealing with a hormonal issue that I have, and there's really nothing I can do about it besides just do the treatment and do everything I'm supposed to do. So being back in the gym has been freaking awesome. I have to say, it's really helped my mental state. I've hit back, legs, shoulders. I did back again today, and then I have legs and chest. Then I'm going to take a rest day, so I'm going to do a 6-day split. I decreased my cardio to 40 minutes fasted in the morning and then 20 minutes post. I've been playing around sprints every single day after my cardio, or after my lifts, because I have a treadmill now, and that's been fun. And also I have new running shoes, and they're really fun to use. One last time, I want to say thank you for watching this video and following me. There is so much that I want to cover that, like, I don't even know where to start, including, like, you know, medicine, supplementations, how I'm feeling, but then also, or how confused and common it is to have these issues and just let it go under the radar for way too long. So many doctors just don't have the right information, so I just want to bring light to this situation and help anyone that might be having or dealing with this as well. If you watch this and you want a number for telehealth, which means that you can talk to him from anywhere, please let me know. I can get you information, and I could also ask you some deeper questions that might help you figure out if you are dealing with something like this. So, much love.